One of the most common questions I get about nutrition coaching, especially on the business side of things, is how much should I charge for coaching? It could be a tough number to determine, especially if you're just getting into your business, you don't have tons of experience, you're not sure about going online and how to structure your actual coaching business. It can be tough to come up with a number. And sometimes that uncertainty stops you from charging anyone at all or getting this going. So today I want to show you a simple system we came up with to give you a starting place for your business. Super simple, and I'll detail in a second. But before I do that, uh, if you're interested in getting nutrition coaching and you haven't attended one of our open house webinars yet, you got to come check it out. We have one coming up on this upcoming Tuesday. We'll walk you through how we help people just like you start nutrition coaching. I'm going to drop the actual registration link here. This is almost like, we call it an open house. It's almost like when you're thinking about going to a university or trying out a new gym. You go in and you hear from the coaches or the instructors and the teachers, get a sense of things. We do that and walk you through exactly how we help people in our program in this open house webinar. And we're doing another one on Tuesday. Space is limited though, so register. You'll be hearing more from me for that webinar. Fantastic. Take me up on that. But today I want to take you through the actual process that we use to help determine your nutrition coaching price. Have you guys seen this on my Instagram yet? Let me just share my screen. Coach Josie helped me come up with this amazing Instagram graphic here. You guys should be able to see my screen here now, but this is how much you should charge for nutrition coaching. This is assuming a few things, and we'll walk through the actual steps here. This is assuming a few things though. That number one, you are doing your nutrition coaching in a one-on-one capacity for the most part, right? You're checking in with people weekly, you're setting them up on an individualized plan, and you're charging for your coaching on a monthly basis, which in my experience and through what we teach is one of the best places to get started because it's going to allow you to boost your monthly recurring revenue. Typically, you shouldn't sell it in packages at the beginning because there's going to be too much up and down around signups. This is the best way to start and grow your business. But through that, when we're thinking about where should I start this number and how much per month should I charge, here's some things to think about. So we got this broken down. This is a quiz, and we got this broken down into step-by-step in the variables here. The first thing you want to think about is the time commitment. Like, how much time are you going to be spending each week per client? This isn't the only thing you're going to consider because your coaching should be much more dependent. The price of your coaching should be much more dependent on your ability to get clients results. And that comes with experience and how much you experience that you have in a certain area and all those things. Like, that's what clients are willing to pay for, not the time it takes to fulfill on that. With that being said, though, it does still take you time, though. So you want to think about how much energy and how in depth you're going into the coaching process with those clients. So depending on where you are, does it take you less than 30 minutes with the client? Is it pretty like general stuff, easy, or is it more intense and it's taking you up to 2 hours to do an update and come up with a plan and change things, especially if you're working on mindset and fitness and maybe some practical stuff as well. You got to think about how much time commitment is involved. So score this and then move on to the next point here. Structure and support. Like, what are you including within the actual fulfillment on your coaching? Is it just weekly correspondence with an email and basic nutrition setup with macros and weekly check-ins? Or are you including some branded tools and resources, and how in depth do you onboard them? Is there an actual call component as well? Like, are you meeting with them, in a live capacity? Do you follow up with them more than once? Those type of things. Is it high touch and high ticket? Like, are you literally meeting with these people every week and corresponding with them? And there's reminders. How much structure and support will allow you to assess where you should start your coaching as well? This is where things get much more specific. And I want to go back and forth just in case there's any questions here about this stuff, but I think we're good. If you have any questions about this, drop it in the comments and I'll address it in the call. You're also thinking about experience and confidence. And again, you can find all this on my Instagram here if you want to go back through the resource and work through the quiz on your own. But experience and confidence, like, how long have you been doing this? Are you brand new and figuring it out? Are you still working on your system? Do you have some experience, but you're still learning? Or are you like that 5-point score here where you have consistent results, you know exactly what you're doing, and you have a step-by-step process built out? That will play into your pricing as well. In terms of being an expert in your area and maybe how specific you are, another thing to think about is like, you know, how in demand are you with the coaching? Are you constantly getting people reaching out to you, or are you just getting this stuff going? If you have no leads yet, you're just getting started, I'm going to score you on the lower end of things. But if you have a wait list and you can't handle any more clients right now, and you have a bunch of demand, then you're going to score that higher. Again, there's no perfect place to start your nutrition coaching price, but all these things are going to influence and contribute to your starting number. I got to remember that you guys can see me as I'm working through this, so I don't pick my nose or anything, but we're so good so far. Now, there's bonus points if you also add in anything, additional services to your coaching. Like, are you a certified personal trainer? Are you a physiotherapist? A massage therapist? Are there other things you'll address? Maybe there's pain reduction. Maybe there's other niche related things in terms of pain points and that type of stuff. If you have anything additional like that, you can add in some bonus points. And then here's where things get interesting. Based on your coaching, the price that you tabulated there, so you're going to add all of those things together, and based on your total score, you can start to fit within these ranges of prices. And typically, this is something that we've talked about in the past, where it's like there's kind of a beginner, intermediate, and expert, and more high ticket, and even 400 to 450 is still probably medium ticket. But this is like gives you a place to kind of assess where you should start with your coaching. You can find this resource in this quiz on my Instagram at Mark W. Morris 2. Maybe I actually just go to my profile and drop that in the chat as well. But you can find that there, and this should give you some direction around getting started. Now, keep in mind here, when you set that price, you don't need to be at that price forever. You can adjust it based on the people that you're working through, the system, the results you're getting, how things are going. It shouldn't be static. And if anything, you should adjust it and probably bump the price every 3 to 5 clients that you're signing up. Use those price bumps as leverage to get more clients and build things out that way. It's one of the smartest things you can do. That today is how to set the perfect nutrition coaching price using the quiz that we've developed. Hopefully it's a resource that helps get you going. If you're really interested in nutrition coaching and getting things started up, your systems, the right science, how to coach clients, come check out that webinar on Tuesday. We'll talk about where you're at, how we help, go through some goals that you have, and talk about how the Nutrition Coaching Academy helps you achieve them in our 90-day program. You should definitely check that out. I'm going to drop that link if you're watching the replay. You'll find it down in the first link in the description below. But other than that, that's it for today. That's pricing right there. Got this new smart board that I'm going to start playing around with as well. Is it going to pop up there? If you have any video ideas or things you want me to like literally write through and explain, I'm looking for ideas to do this. But outside of that, nice chatting with you guys today. Join us on the webinar on Tuesday, and we'll be chatting soon. Okay, take care.